All right, good morning, everyone. So let's talk about the issue of election integrity, in terms of the transmission or collation of results. Currently, we are talking about getting the Senate to give us on-spot transmission of election results and not transfer, and not the one they gave us yesterday. As a matter of fact, the one they end up voting yesterday, that is both electronic transmission and also manual collation of result, transfer of result, or transmission as we call it, is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. As a matter of fact, they may end up going for the manual one that will favor them. That's where all the manipulation will happen. This is not the first time we have seen cases of where results were collated at the polling unit, and on getting to the next office, they change it for the result they wanted. So it's not the first time it's happening. And even this hotspot transmission, electronic transmission of election result is not as if it's 100% secure. It's not as if it will give us the 100% integrity of election results. Okay, for instance, now if an election has already been rigged and the result got to the sheet of results, okay, and then it is electronically transmitted. What do you say? What do you say about that? Yeah? What do you say? What do you say about that? What are you going to say about it? So it's not as if it's going to give us 100% integrity of election, but at least I think it's a way forward. It's a big difference. It's a big way, forward in terms of what we are looking for. So today I think it's the three of our occupied nouns. I am still not seeing I don't know what is happening yet. I hope our comrade will be at the barricade. Personally, I was going to be on my way there, but I was checking out if we are having the three, because what they gave yesterday is for themselves. The resolution they reached yesterday that is for Akpabio, and like some of you have been calling him Madam Akpabio, because he's a woman, and again he's a very backward fellow who think he can mess with her brain, he can play with her intelligence. How old is Akpabio? Akpabio is not older than many of us. He's just privileged. He was governor when he was barely 30 something. Between 30 and 40, that's when he was governor for 8 years. And they are greedy who will never be filled. He ran to the Senate. He's been to the Senate now almost 8 years, if I'm not mistaken. Going to 12 years in the Senate now. Collecting billions. What are they going to do with the money? Yet they want to remain there forever. The only way to remain there is to keep rigging the election. It keeps sculpting the will of the people. No. We must rise up. We must get to the point when we the people realize our strength. That we're in the position of power, and that these people occupying political offices are in the position of weakness. We've voted them. Is an indirect representation. That's what we call is indirect democracy. Because all of us cannot be at the National Assembly or at the presidency, somebody has to go there and represent us. So that's why they represent indirectly. They represent each constituent indirectly. So they don't Akpabio doesn't have the power to be oppressing his fellow senators. Somebody who is not fiscally strong, who is just managing, is just a rubber stamp, is as useful as a tissue paper in the restroom. That's how useful he is. Anything Tinubu says, he does it. So he has become the 30-something, I don't know how many ministers Tinubu has now. He's become one of the junior minister of Tinubu. That's how he has made the National Assembly to be, which is supposed to be independent. There's no more separation of power. And we are not going to take that. We are not going to allow that to go If today is not the tree, if the company will not be at the barricade, the conversation continues. We do not accept partial electronic transmission and manual transmission of results. No, no, and no. We are going to work until we get what we want. That's because we believe we can secure our votes after voting. The people will stand by their vote until they are written on the papers and then electronically transmitted on that same day. Nigerians, sooner or later, we are going to win. We are not going to back down. Don't be tired. Don't be tired. Nigerian home and abroad, we keep fighting. Those of you run abroad, you see how election works over there. The integrity of election in Canada, in France, in the US, in the UK. Why not Nigeria? We use our phone, even normal phone. We use them to do transfer. Our phone that are internet compliant are used to make transactions every nook and cranny of this country. So how come we cannot have even electronic voting, not just physical voting, electronic? We should be able to vote on our ATM. There should be devices in every village where people can walk, people can line up on the morning of election and click on the board or whatever and vote whoever they want to vote. But they will not do it because they know they will never win election. They are never the right people to be in government. They are never qualified to be leading us. So we see it works in other places. It must work here. It must work here. In the US, a Nigerian can migrate to the US now, over time become a citizen and begin to contest election in those places because the people have seen that he's a leader, he can lead them. And that's what gave people like Omar here of Somali, who is now an American, to be representing people where he live in the US. Many Nigerians represent their people in the US, in Canada. These are people normally who will never have opportunity to do it here because they are not corrupt, because they do not have corrupt money to buy unnecessarily expensive, tickets to contest primary election in this country. So we know the right thing. We are not going to allow it to go. We will keep fighting. We are not going to give up. Sooner or later we will win. Great Nigerian people.